What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, if you haven't already, please subscribe, join the fam as I drop content daily, go live daily. And last but not least, please leave your thoughts in the comment section and your opinions as well, as I'm always interested and intrigued to know what you all got to say about these topics that we discuss. And let's get right to this work as Caitlin Clark dazzles once again, making history. Another historic performance. A lot of people are talking about her 19 points, her 19 assists, rightfully so, but she also added 24 points alongside with that, a couple big threes. But I don't want to just highlight just what Caitlin Clark did respectfully, as her running mate, Aaliyah Boston, added 28 points. But ultimately, in the losing effort to the Dallas Wings, who I got to call this game last night, and I was very impressed with the Dallas Wings. It's like when they're clicking, man, they're literally one of the best teams in the WNBA. And they haven't really clicked much this season, as they only were able to get their sixth win with this victory, over the Indiana Fever. But Arike Ogunbowale is special, man. Very special. In fact, she is a mid-range monster. I've seen a few of her games. Probably, I don't think I've ever got to enjoy a Dallas Wing game all the way through. As this season, when it began, I had just moved out of Texas, so I know a lot of the Dallas Wings games come on the local channels in Texas, and I got to watch them a little bit more last season and in previous seasons, but not so much this season. They did come into this game with a 5-19 record, so I'm just assuming not much has been clicking for them. But Arike Ogunbowale had a spectacular night. She's averaging 22 points for the season, but she put up 24 in this game, alongside Odyssey Sims, she really wasn't on my radar, but definitely is now. She added 24 points as well. And I believe she had 9 assists as well to go along with that. But um, very impressive effort. Let me highlight as well Natasha Howard, respectfully. Natasha Howard was just all over the place for the Dallas Wings yesterday, giving Caitlin Clark and company all kinds of fits with her, not just her offense, but also with the defense as well. But respectfully, the kid, the phenom, Caitlin Clark did her thing, making history. Nothing short of spectacular. Definitely, I think this gives her back the edge in the Rookie of the Year race. Because everybody was, running around with the Angel recency bias hype. I'm on record with saying that this award is Caitlin Clark's to lose, as I think is, undoubtedly confirmed that she is the most talented out of the super rookies from the 2024 WNBA draft. Angel Reese is very nice. She's very impactful, when she's clicking, but she has a lot of development. Excuse me. She has a lot of developing to do, as far as, in my opinion, being a complete player. Now, she is a very excellent rebounder, but her offense tends to be a liability for the Chicago Sky, as I am a fan of the Chicago Sky. I've been able to watch a number of their games from buzzer to buzzer, and Angel Reese is a spectacular player. Don't get me wrong. It's just her offense. Her offensive skill set leaves much to desire. And so, in that respect, Caitlin Clark, she's much more skilled in that sense. If we're just talking rookie to rookie production, but also I want to say the most bizarre thing between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark that I've noticed is that Caitlin Clark, when she has an individually great game, typically the team loses. And it's not so much as her like being selfish or anything like that. I just think it's, she, when the games that they're down in, she tends to make a few more mistakes, takes I wouldn't say bad shots, but just not shots that I would take, if you will, or if I was her coach, I would want her to take. And just as far as timing and flow in the system, and the game flow. But at the same time, we consider that she is a rookie. There's going to be those growing pains. But when Caitlin Clark has an individually great game, it's usually good for her and good for the media to talk about. But it usually results in a loss. As when Angel Reese, her biggest games have all come in victories. I believe, she did score 27. I believe that's her career high as of right now. But yeah, I remember that game vividly. Was it against the New York Liberty? I believe it was. But she put up 27 and was getting like 16 rebounds that game as well. But her biggest games in her career so far in her rookie year have come in wins, and they have been very impactful for the team. So, and I would argue that Caitlin Clark has more help, but that's another video for another day. In this game, she did her thing, made some very impressive passes, and when I was calling the game, I was like, yo, Caitlin Clark could easily be the Pistol Pete of the WNBA. For you all that don't know, Pistol Pete was a spectacular shooter, of a very ahead of his time type player, in the sense of the trickery he could do with the basketball, the kind of passes he made in his time playing. I know he played for the Utah Jazz. He played a few seasons there, and it ended up in a lot of losing seasons. I can't recall where Pistol P went to college yet. It's on the tip of my head, but I just can't think of it right now. And he also played for the Boston Celtics with Larry Bird, I believe. Ended up winning a championship, if I'm not mistaken, uh, with the Boston Celtics. But at the same time, she reminds me a lot of Pistol Pete, if you have an appreciation for NBA history and you know your legends. I don't know if you all would agree, but that's just my thing. And how she played yesterday just, reminded me a little bit of Pistol Pete. Gave me that Pistol Pete feeling when I used to watch him play basketball. And he played long before before I ever came onto this planet. But just, being able to enjoy what footage that's out there on Pistol Pete. But Caitlin Clark reminds me a lot of him. In that game last night, she displayed, like I said, some razzle and dazzle, man. A little bit more so than I was accustomed to her, doing. She made one pass I honestly would even attempt in my playing days, and I was a very risky basketball player. Ran a lot of laps for the things I would try in the game. But Caitlin Clark made a pass and was successful. I believe she hit Alyssa Smith for a nice behind the back pass, an easy layup. So she definitely got something, man. She's definitely a special talent, that's for sure. She's living up to the hype, having a couple, rookie mistakes and growing pains. The whole turnover thing is kind of working against her as well, in my opinion. She does get very careless with the ball. In fact, the Dallas Wings play very good defense on her, all 94 feet, and it resulted in 6 turnovers, so she's already ran away with the single season turnover record in the WNBA. She shattered that record, and we're just now at the halfway mark of the season. So I think that Caitlin Clark's, her turnovers are a result of her being a rookie, of a result of her getting adjusted to the professional speed of the game. But again, I'm not going to totally hold that against her. Some folks are. I won't, because it's part of the game. And she has the ball in her hand a lot. She's a key member of her team, a big decision maker for her team. So, as she gets, a little bit more accustomed to the game, we can already see she's having good games. She's getting comfortable and being able to hit some shots. Kind of looking like the other night. I said that she looked like Iowa, Caitlin Clark. Just she was moving around the court, getting to her spots, blah blah blah. But anyway, yeah, good game from buzzer to buzzer. If y'all didn't get to catch the game yourselves, I definitely did a live play-by-play, so you can enjoy the audio and just get a idea of what the game looked like. But I'm getting better at the play calling thing. I try to get all the key stuff in there, all the details for everybody. But you can go check that out. Um, but yeah, the Dallas Wings, shout out to them. Arike Ogunbowale. Becoming a big fan of her, man. She reminds me a lot of Kobe. She just attacks the defense and the bag that she has. She has a very deep bag. Nice, got a big guard figure for a WNBA player. So she's a very good player, man. I would love to see. I'm gonna be. She's already been on my radar for quite some time, but I definitely will be checking for Arike Ogunbowale a little bit more, a lot more. What am I talking about? I'm capping. A lot more in the future. That game yesterday, what was it yesterday? Pretty late right now. The game happened today, but that game was very impressive. But that's all I got for y'all on this one. It is Tony the Savant. Please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. As well, subscribe as I go live daily, drop content daily, stay very busy on the platform. And last but not least, my favorite part of the whole game, please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you all got to say about these topics that we discussed. Did you all get to catch the game? If you did, let me know what you thought about the game. Caitlin Clark made history again with those 19 assists. Very impressive. But that's all I got for y'all on this one. It is Tony the Savant.